you know, very, very basic music theory stuff. I don't know what your book is having you work on because I don't have the book. But I do want to talk about some terms, and I'm just going to kind of improvise here. I want you to be aware of some terms. So we have perfect, diminished, augmented, major, and minor. Let's talk about perfect. So this applies to fifths and fourths, okay? It doesn't apply to, you know, thirds or, you know, sixths and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, let's start very basic. I'm going to use C major, basically. So this is a perfect fifth, okay? It's a perfect fifth because, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, the 1 starts here and the 5 ends here. So that's a perfect fifth. And also, for it to be perfect, it has to basically, if we were to cover all the keys, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 semitones is the term. But you could think, when you think of semitones, you could think, you know, every single key. But you have to include, it has to start at the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? That is a perfect fifth. So a perfect, you could say like 8 keys total. 8 keys total, okay? Just like, you know, this is a perfect fifth also. Starting on F though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know? But there's 8 keys total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is also a perfect fifth. Okay? Let me draw another perfect fifth down here. We're just working with mostly the treble clef right now. But yeah, this is also a perfect fifth, P5. Okay? Diminished. That word basically, in a very simple way, it basically means smaller. Diminished means smaller. Augmented means bigger. So you have like the perfect, you have a smaller version, and you have a bigger version. So let me show you what a diminished fifth would look like. So if this is a perfect fifth, in order to make it diminished, the top note would go down. That is a diminished fifth. And the way you would write that is, it would be the top note that is lower, which basically will make it smaller, you know? So it would be G flat. It would not work with F sharp, because if you wrote it as an F sharp, that doesn't look like a fifth. That looks like a fourth, you know, because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, but with the F sharp. So the thing is, these two intervals, they sound the same, and you're playing the exact same keys, but they're really not equal, because this looks like a fifth and this looks like a fourth. So yes, they're the same keys on the keyboard, but this doesn't look like a fifth. It would have to be some form of G. In this case, it's G flat. So the augmented fifth, let me draw the perfect fifth first. if this is C and it's a fifth, it has to be some type of G, not some type of F, not some type of A. It has to look like a fifth. This looks like a fifth. It's line, line in the middle, and then line on top. Augmented means bigger, which means that the top note is going to be raised. So that's going to be G sharp. So, perfect fifth, that's an augmented fifth. You would not draw this as an A flat because this does not look like a fifth. This looks like a sixth. Okay? So, you know, I'm putting the equal there because it's the same keys, but it's not equal because this looks like a fifth. Focus, focus. This looks like a fifth, this does not. So really an augmented fifth would be this, and a diminished fifth would be this. You cannot write it as an F sharp, and you cannot write this as an A flat. It has to look like a fifth, just like this looks like a fifth. Okay, so I mentioned here that a perfect fifth interval, it has to be 8 keys total. So let's test that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a perfect fifth. And a diminished fifth would be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'll write is, 7 keys total. Okay, and of course, if the perfect is 8, then the augmented is 9 keys total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Augmented fifth. That's an augmented fifth, perfect fifth, diminished fifth. Is this making sense? Let's just review a major. Major, we don't use perfect or diminished or augmented when we're talking about major and minor, when we're talking about thirds. So let's keep using C. Now this looks like a third, doesn't it? Because, C to E, that's a third. The question is it a major third or is it a minor third? Okay, it has to be C and some form of E. Okay, so a major third spans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oops, it's blurry. Sorry, just wait for it to focus. 5 keys total. And the minor, which would be C, and it has to be some kind of E, but it would be E flat. This is a minor third. So this is a major third, and this is a minor third. And of course, how many keys total is it? Well, if the major third is 5 keys total, the minor third is going to be 4 keys total, okay? So major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, major, minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, let's see. I think that might be enough for now. I'm gonna actually no. Let me keep going because I can upload this to YouTube. Triads. Let's talk about triads. We're no longer. We were in C here. We were dealing with C here. Let's deal with like F. Let's pretend like it's F. Okay. So this is a perfect fifth, you know, in F. This would be a major triad. A major triad, you have to have a perfect fifth from bottom to top and a major third from here to here. So like from this to this, it would be a perfect fifth. And from this to this, it has to be a major third. If we were to make it minor, we still need a perfect fifth from here to here. Oh, I forgot to put the flat. Now we have a F minor. And from here to here, it would be a minor third. So anyway, if we're in F, this is a major triad. And if we're still in F, this is a minor triad. So this and this stays the same, but this is what changes. Okay. Let's see. What if I was to, I don't know, what if I rewrote this as that? What the heck is that chord? Well, all we have to do to know what that chord is move that top note so that the three notes are as close together as possible and they each are a third apart. So if I was to move this down there, it would be that, and what we have is F major in root position, where the F was moved to the top. So this is first inversion, root, first inversion, and now I'm going to go this way. What would second inversion be? Well, let me go this way again. This is root, this is first again, and then if I were to move this note to the top, this would be second inversion. And if I move this note to the top, we're going to end up in root position again, just an octave higher. Okay, so you have to start, this is just the very beginning of you learning how to identify chords, what they are, you know? This would be a first inversion F major. This would be root position F major. This would be second inversion F major, and this is once again root position F major, because F major is FAC. FAC. Okay, so watch this please and rewatch it if you need to.